A good dinner of Shabbos. This week's Parshas Vayeitzei. Parshas Vayeitzei. In the beginning of the parsha, we find Yaakov Avinu Vayeitzei. Yaakov Beersheva leaves Beersheva and he goes to Haran, and he is tired from his travels, and he goes to sleep, and he doesn't realize, of course, that the place that he went to sleep is a holy place. But he has a dream, and in the dream, there are malachim, angels, going up and down a ladder, and he realizes afterward, of course, when he wakes up, that this was a holy place, and he immediately regrets his decision to go to sleep there, and he wakes up. The pasuk says, "Vayashkem Yaakov b'boker," that he wakes up in the morning. Vayikach ha'evan asher sam mirash Yosef. He immediately takes the stone, he makes it into a mizbeach, and he immediately makes a neder. He starts talking to Hashem. He makes deals with Hashem, and then he talks about giving meiser. He immediately springs into action when he wakes up in the morning. Contrast that, just very interestingly, with Parai, which we'll see in a few Parshas from now. When Parai goes to sleep and he has his famous dreams, the pasuk says, also Vayikatz Parai, just like here it says Vayikatz Yaakov. By Parai it says Vayikatz Parai, but over there it says Vayikatz Parai Vayishan Vayachalim. That Parai woke up and then he went back to sleep, and he had another dream. Parai had just had this dream that shook him, that he would look for answers for, and he just went back to sleep. Yaakov Avinu over here in our parsha wakes up from his dream, and he immediately springs into action. He builds him his bayach, he starts talking to the Rebbeinu Shalom. And this is I heard over, but I can't remember from where, I don't know from where, but it makes sense to me that there's a very big lesson over here. And that is that when a Jewish person wakes up, he should wake up in the morning and he should go and spring into action and go do something with his day. This notion of just waking up and then just going back to sleep and getting up whenever you want to and just lazing around, that's not a concept that you learned from Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu was Vayikatz Yaakov Mishnasai, and he immediately ran and sprang into action. Parai was Vayikatz Parai Vayishan. Parai wakes up and then he goes back to sleep. But that's not what Yaakov Avinu does. That's not what we're supposed to learn. It's the first halacha in the Shulchan. Literally, the first halacha in Shulchan Aruch is Yizgaber Ka'ari Lasais Ritzayin Avinu Shebashamayim. You're supposed to get up with alacrity. You're supposed to get up with a sense of purpose, with a sense of that you have something to do that day, and get up and serve the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's what we say every day. Ma'idani Lifanecha. We say, thank you, Hashem, for giving me back my neshama, so that I have what to serve you with. That is the lesson. So let's all try to remember that. We wake up every day. We should wake up energized. We should wake up with a passion to serve the Rebbeinu Shalom, with a mission that we know that we have to serve the Rebbeinu Shalom every day when we wake up. So let's try to learn that lesson from Yaakov Avinu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.